Howdy, howdy, everyone, and welcome back to Darkwater, where nothing bad is happening.
Last episode, everything happened. We defeated the Shambler. Sarah Hawkins possibly sacrificed her life, or maybe not. We don't know. Drake showed off that he actually has great magical knowledge and powers.
And the ability to repeat the same phrase over and over until we wanted to shoot him.
Speaking of shooting, we also shot some zombies by realizing the system did not ask us to aim. Last time we played as Sarah, and we played as Kat, and everyone in town started becoming cult zombie thingamy-doodads shooting people, so...
The dark taint inside of them was wakening up.
And Pierce gave himself over to Leviathan, though he likely already was there, whether he wanted to be or not. Leviathan doesn't seem bad. Leviathan just seems like he wants to get the F out of Dodge.
Well, if it is the miraculous catch, then I kind of feel a bit of pity for him because these people have been eating him for how long?
Yeah, so let's continue rescuing the ancient god that just doesn't want any part of any of this.
In a way, that's pretty Lovecraft because the deities don't care about us mortals. They're so bigger. They're bigger and otherer than us.
Just unconcerned with mere insects. Speaking of mere insects, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
I'm we squared.
I'm the Opinionator, proud to be a bug. Now, we have no idea what's about to happen, because we haven't done this. Let's find out.
Pierce, wake up.
Yay!
What happened?
Take that weapon, you'll need it.
I wonder if we're going to play Bradley at some point.
Ah!
Oh, no!
Tell me!
My head! You're coming into my
His eyes are
head!
glowing green.
Bradley, damn it, pull yourself together.
Fight it!
Don't
You got
start
me.
like this!
I can't resist any longer!
No! You're strong! You're stronger than that!
I don't know which one we should do.
I think you're stronger than that's gonna have the best effect.
We've been working together since I arrived here. I know you can overcome it.
It's too late. I lost Sarah Hawkins.
What?
I was unable to stop her.
What do you mean, unable?
Well, I mean, I kind of know that.
She left with the books.
Everything turned out fine. It's okay.
Came back
Don't focus on that!
alone. Told me she couldn't resist the call. The doctors told me later that they saw her going in the direction of the whaling station.
Damn it.
I'm turning Pierce
No.
into one of those things.
No, keep fighting it, Bradley.
It's too late. You have to end this.
How miserable!
Do it. Kill me.
I don't want to start this episode!
No!
Enough killing.
Idiot! Ah! Now go, you imbecile.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here before we're forced to.
It's just, he's already died once. It just seems like he should be able to resist it to some
He's going
degree.
to the whaling station.
Alright, okay. We're just gonna have to gun our way through everyone. And now we've entered Resident Evil.
I suppose in a way we have.
I guess those are the bootleggers who weren't natives.
What does that fist mean?
Maybe you can sneak up behind him and do a stealth takedown.
Who's there?
No one?
Stop. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Yeah, I feel ya.
That was some weird pathing.
I sure hope that Bradley can make it out.
I do too.
I mean, I'm all up for the mercy killing sort of thing if somebody's in a position where I don't think they can get out of, but I think he can get out of it.
I agree with you. Even... You're automatically pointing your gun at them. I like how they're kind of moonwalking.
I see. Maybe I shouldn't have killed them all. What were you saying? Excuse me?
What the? Was he like the others?
Wait, what?
Oh, crud!
Is this really happening?
No, I shot him.
Oh,
didn't have to.
But it...
Well,
I thought he was acting like the... Oh, I see.
Well, now Pierce has done something he can't take back, maybe.
Well, I mean, he's already done a lot of things he can't really take back.
But isn't that also the Lovecraftian way?
Yeah. The more we play this game, the more I'm reminded of how Lovecraft it is. And I appreciate that.
Get off! Yeah.
And now there's that hesitation. Should I shoot him? Maybe that's what the fist icon is for. Maybe you have a way of subduing them that isn't lethal.
Whoa!
It's just a sea shanty, Damon. Come on.
Okay. I'm afeared.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
Aha.
Well,
Before I get to that, let me poke around.
Bloody Captain. I'm not dying in this rat hole. Come on.
hey, she's alive. I'm glad.
Find him.
What should I do? Should I grab that or do this?
Do the reconstruction first.
Man, the sound design is so great. It's just I'm creeped out and just sort of hypnotized by listening to it. There we go.
And when they found out,
Yeah, we were right.
they ate my flesh.
It was really kind of a bummer.
Fuller,
And
Fitzroy,
my flesh
and
granted
Hawkins.
them powers and revelations.
And Sarah Hawkins, for that matter.
You are getting closer, Truth Seeker.
I mean, he did feed them the meat.
Yeah.
Presumably the other townsfolk did, and that's why they're in the situation they are now.
Yeah.
The most precious gift of all. The truth. The ultimate truth about life. If I prove able to resurrect life, then it will only be a matter of time before I know how to create it.
Oh, God.
It will be the end of gods, be they ancient and powerful.
No, guys.
God.
You are messing with stuff you do not and cannot understand.
I mean, yeah. Welcome to welcome to Lovecraft.
See, if you're doing this, you know you're doing something wrong. If you have to ask yourself, am I doing something unethical with this research? Then the answer is yes.
Seeker is not your savior. Stop using your powers and never again approach the tower.
Uh-huh.
Oracle or not, they will not get you.
In the end, he still had a moment of humanity.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of problems and he was an awful guy, but he was trying to protect his wife. In so doing, he killed his son. I'm not trying to make anything bad. I don't want to make him out to be worse.
Right.
To be better than he is.
I mean, he is one of the founders of this entire thing.
Yeah, he's horrible, but at the very least, he was trying to protect his wife.
Dr. Fuller was like, I will create life and become a god because I am an evil German scientist. But, you know, Hawkins was just like, I will protect my family. I may not go about it in the best way. But,
Such as by killing his son!
I mean, you know.
Too bad. I liked Fitzroy, too.
What's that? You mean the adventurous seafaring captain is the one who started the cult and made the deal with the Elder Ones? That's not Shadow over Innsmouth at all.
You need a truth seeker. Someone with exceptional sensitivity to his dreams. This gift will lead him.
Ugh.
As I am the Oracle, I speak for him we cannot name.
Well, all of this makes sense.
Track.
Yes?
Track the truth like the bloodhound you are.
The truth will set him free, I guess.
I see.
What has she done?
Now, can I even go in here? Okay, I can.
Yeah, the game's never done anything like that.
Fitzroy has destroyed all the ways off the island.
I bet he has.
Attention everyone! I want all the boats removed from the bay immediately. Sailing boats, small boats, everything that floats. No one can... Yeah, I know, cute poem. No one can escape us,
Now.
No, now, okay. Their fates are sealed as the great lord will rise from the depths. No one can escape his grasp. Soon, my brothers, we will rejoice, because the long-awaited moment is now upon us.
I like how you read that. I kind of want to imagine him, like, saying that as he read it in that fashion. So Cat's upstairs. Oh, there wasn't upstairs!
I told you it was upstairs!
Yeah.
It's a detail that doesn't matter. Okay.
Ugh, you okay there, Cat? Jesus!
What are you still doing here, Detective?
I need to go to the whaling station.
Looking for you,
It's
apparently.
locked. You'll need a key to get there.
Right.
Go get me a first aid kit. I might have something for you.
First aid kit? You look like you need a bit more than that. Jeez.
I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Hurry up. I won't last long.
Uh-oh.
If you won't last long, a first aid kit's not really gonna help.
Yeah, you might need something more significant than first aid at that point. I wonder if we're just gonna have to shoot our way out of this.
Well, I mean, it's not like you gotta rely on accuracy or anything like that, but...
Man, I sure wish that I hadn't shot that detective!
Who's there? Ah, no!
I guess I'll just kill everybody in town then.
Go, die! Oh.
Maybe the optimal thing would have been to, like, crouch and sneak up on everyone and subdue them.
I'm not positive you can subdue them.
Me either, but that kind of seems to be what the fist icon, that's how I interpreted it.
How many died because of this madness?
Basically everyone here?
Well, you're not helping with that.
The thing is, it's like you knew it was gonna come to this.
Yeah, it's not like a Lovecraft story is ever going to end well. That bullet shouldn't have hit him.
I know! Well, it's like when I tried to aim as Cat
Can't take any more!
and ended up missing because I was aiming.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't shoot that guy and he was just already laying there dead, having been killed by the other...
Leave me alone!
Hey, that was the door we couldn't get into before.
Body. Only I am.
What'd he say?
Only I have the right to eat it.
I'm sure hoping that we weren't the ones that shot that guy.
I'm hoping that the abomination thing was just from shooting one of the townsfolk. Because it looked like the body changed when we went up and investigated it. Where in the world are we going to find a first aid kit?
I don't know. That's why I'm walking around randomly, really. This is kind of not what I wanted this game to do. Like I said, it's like we knew it was going to come to this, but...
Oh god, someone who isn't a zombie!
Is that you, Detective?
Oh, the
barkeeper.
captain! Or yeah, you're right, the barkeeper.
I must go to the whaling station.
But do you know where a first aid kit is?
There if you bring me something to fix this wound.
Huh.
Do we have to
I'm coming
choose?
back with a first aid kit.
Make it quick. I'm dying.
That was a really weird way to say that. I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Well, the dude whose voice is Pierce is really
It
strange.
looks like St. Brendan's critics finally got him. Probably the cult's work.
Now, you can say that there might be something good about him acting, his voice acting being so odd, or something bad.
Right?
Sorry.
That was the guy I actually thought it was.
Oh, the guy you thought the other one was?
Yeah.
I think this is the whaling station. It's hard to tell, there's no map.
No, if I go everywhere, everything will work out. So, who are we gonna save? Roy Mitchell or Cat? I mean, I don't have really any fond memories of Cat.
Me either, frankly. Roy Mitchell is probably...
But Cat can probably be way more helpful.
Well, I mean, Roy Mitchell could be helpful in his own way.
I mean, I definitely prefer him to Cat.
I mean, we've made so many other bad choices, we might as well go Hawk. So, I'm gonna laugh if the first aid kit was in the place, in Fitzroy's cabin.
Okay, so after this game has gotten very interesting, have you noticed how this really isn't tense? Like,
This
the
game-
derp...
Hey,
you!
The derpy
Come over
shooting.
Yeah.
They got the boss. Nasty wound. I wanted to get her the first aid kit in the Hawkins warehouse.
Aha!
But there's one of those poor bastards in it. Too dangerous.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't worry, I've got a gun with unlimited ammo. This game kind of has been doing that? Like some really good set pieces broken up by monotonous action?
Yeah, like wandering, like super monotonous stealth. Like, it started out really strong, but random, too long wandering with puzzle solving.
Yeah. No!
I was trying to shoot right away, but was not to be.
Caught with your pants down.
More like caught around the corner.
Yeah, try and sneak up on him and see if you have the option to, like, subdue him. Just to prove.
Yeah.
Sure is great being a zombie.
Why is he a zombie, though?
Well, I mean, it is a... But what button would you even... I just realized.
I mean, I don't know what button to hit. It's not if there's a prompt.
Well, that didn't work.
X shoots.
Can you put the gun down?
No.
Okay, well, I mean... Well, zombies are an element of Lovecraft. They're in several stories, not just Herbert West the Reanimator. I mean, like the case of,
Charles Dexter
Ward. I couldn't remember all the names of the correct order, but yes.
So, is a Lovecraft zombie just someone who's basically lost their mind to the other?
Well, I mean, a Lovecraft zombie is someone who has died and then reanimated and filled with evil. I mean, technically speaking, I guess these guys aren't zombies because they appear to have been alive the entire time.
Accident emergency case.
1 first aid kit. 2 wounded people.
Noticed that.
Who deserves it?
I mean, isn't that the only way you can look at it? Is who deserves it?
Because they both need it. So yeah, I think deserving it is the only way to really look at it.
However, like you said, made a lot of bad decisions so far. Perhaps should go all the way with the bad decisions and make more?
Might as well. That's the argument you used for accepting the Leviathan. Oh, hold on, turn around. He's dead now.
Hope his boss will have more luck.
And talking to them, just like how Pierce was off, talking to, like, Roy Mitchell, he was, like, all twitching on the ground, but talking normally. I mean, that was weird, dude. So, am I sure that I want to go with
Well,
Cat?
that's my input.
So you say Cat. All right.
I like how the gates close, which means as soon as you open it, something's going to happen.
I know, that's why I'm sort of putting it off.
You have to face your destiny, David. You can't run from fate. But you can shoot it in the face.
No? There.
Shit. They're going to the whaling station.
Cultists.
Better hide and wait until they're gone.
Alternately, I could just shoot them. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. I mean, except for their, like, bizarre shamble, it's like they're kind of moving normally, you know? Like he's sitting there adjusting his shoulders.
Yeah. Fortunately, nobody will hear all these gunshots, because gunshots are quiet.
Especially in this thick, fog.
Enough!
There's no way that gun hit him. Come on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a shooter fan.
Man, Cat or Mitchell, seriously.
Well, to be serious, I want to say Mitchell. Not only did we have that premonition of Cat shooting us, but she's...
Okay, you know, you're right. You're right. We did see in the prison a vision of Cat shooting us, and all that other stuff was true.
Of course! If we heal her, maybe she won't shoot us.
I'll help you get there if you bring me something to fix this wound.
All right, man. Of course, you were sort of a jerk before, but...
Here, take it.
Well, he was kind of a jerk because we were a jerk.
It's true.
The entrance to the whaling station is behind.
Yeah, we know that. Do you have a key?
Roy Mitchell's key.
Oh, excellent.
Now, he's just going to sit here now that he's received the first aid kit and clutch his head in an awkward position. I guess, unlike Kat, he's actually vulnerable to this.
Yeah.
Whereas Kat would actually keep her sanity, but...
Oh, dang, maybe we should have rethought this. No, it's too late now.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, you know, I think what you said earlier, sort of appraising the game, was right. It's simultaneously really good and awkwardly bad.
Mm-hmm.
Empty.
There we go, finally.
I mean, I could have sworn that I fired more bullets than could reasonably exist in a clip, but...
What I do wish, though, is that just the game were more consistent, or consistent in the gameplay. Like, if it's not gonna have gameplay, so be it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a narrative-heavy video game.
Like, obviously, look at the rest of our channel, right?
But when
guess...
it has such a solid narrative, and the gameplay just gets in the way, it's distracting and ruins the tension.
Yeah, like the running around with Colden section was the worst. Okay, where am I supposed to go?
Probably in there.
Yeah, the running around with Colden section was the worst.
Yeah.
It's like none of that mattered. None of it was new.
It was nice from a this is an element in Lovecraft perspective, but that's about it. Nothing? Nothing. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Just run behind a wall and they'll forget you.
Oh my god, they did!
Now just run past him and open the door and transition to the next area.
Anybody, I'll catch them.
If there is anybody, I'll catch them. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna catch you. I will. Oh my god.
Case in point.
And this is why we did not need... I guess I could have... Oh, shit. Ah! And this is why this game did not need these things. Uh-oh.
Was this not where you needed to go? Oh, crap. You're not walking.
Can't take anymore.
Okay, that's cool and all, but...
Maybe you do need to go in here.
Oh!
That'd have been great if we were looking at it.
Punch him! Punch him!
Go away.
Darn it! Come on!
Maybe
I should have just moved away from him.
Yeah, maybe our strength isn't high enough. I don't know.
No, there doesn't seem to be any opportunity to do anything.
That's the last time I sleep in the rafters.
If I just would have done that in the first place, it would have been fine. Like... And I'll just do the loop-de-loop and everything will be fine.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Come on, guys. Like, I actually really like stealth games, but I prefer them to be stealth games. It is not my point to just sit here and dump all over this.
It's happening.
Huh?
Oh!
It's happening.
Is that Pierce? What does he mean?
I suppose it's that this game is at its best when you're solving a mystery, but doing, like, forced stealth and forced shooting is...
I will say that the Lovecraft books aren't exactly action-packed for a reason.
Also, the first-person perspective. Now, I tend to always dump on first-person games, so this makes perfect sense for me to say this, alright? But I don't think the first-person perspective is actually doing anything for this game at all.
I agree. I also don't like first-person perspective in horror, because there's less to take in. I understand that the idea is to make it more immersive.
But this is not immersive. This is silly.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, I don't want to be too hard on it, but this is a game of extremes.
Yeah. Like, we'll praise it when it's really good, and we will set it on fire when it's really bad.
What did you think, now that some time has passed, what did you think of the Shambler segments? I'm kind of
too.
I'm not prepared to completely pan them, but...
The part where we were running around in the darkness, like breaking barriers, had good moments, like the jump scare moment.
I actually think that part was the best of these moments in the game.
Yes.
Because it had the gameplay, wandery, puzzle-solvey thing, but it did it in a way that really worked and
really
fit
had
with
the
the setting.
atmosphere.
Yeah, it really had the atmosphere, and like you said, that super great jump scare. But the segments where you were quote-unquote fighting the Shambler, they were kind of funny. It sort of made us laugh a bit.
It was hard to take them seriously.
And that's bad.
In horror, you want the monster's presence to be felt, but you don't want to actually show the monster all that much.
It's like the brilliance of Alien and Jaws was that the monster wasn't there.
Yeah. You get exposed to the same thing enough and it loses its effect.
Hither thou shalt be freed. Sarah is with those bastards. I gotta find her quick.
It's like, interestingly, using your skills to solve problems and talking to people has actually been by far the most interesting stuff in this game.
Yeah. Well, the human element is really important in horror. Because how else can we relate to the characters and put ourselves in their situation?
If you can't relate to the character, then you kind of don't care. And if you're in horror to cheer for the boogaboo, what are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
I mean, Halloween, of course, is like one of the perfect examples of horror as well. I mean, the original and the most recent one.
A rope and a hook. Could use that to hold the reservoir back.
Oh, yeah, that's the giant door that he had in the vision where the Leviathan was talking to him, that burst open.
Oh!
It was hard to tell because the place wasn't so ramshackle as it is now.
And there's Sarah singing.
Like this right here, where we're not sure what's going on, but we know something is. And that leaves our imaginations to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And the best person to scare yourself is yourself.
Absolutely.
Good horror.
Which door?
Good horror is really cheap and makes you do all the work. But you enjoy it!
It is! That's the case! So, I don't think I've actually given my first-person spiel in any of our videos.
You haven't.
Okay.
This is the first game we've played that's in first person.
That's
true.
So
that makes perfect sense.
That's true. The reason... I'm not going to go into it for a long time, but just a little bit. The reason that I don't really like first person is, for anything, feel differently than me. That is okay. But I have to give my perspective on this. Like, Billy does like a lot of first person.
I like first person shooters.
That's different.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, it still has the same effect on me.
Right.
Which is, this doesn't feel more immersive. This feels less immersive because I have peripheral vision and I have really good hearing. Like this, I am playing a TV on wheels. Like this? What is this? This is how you move and look. But this isn't how you act in real life. Also, in real life, you have much better control over your feet and your head. Okay?
What, you mean like when the zombies were sort of moonwalking earlier?
All I see is what is directly in my line of sight, but we as humans have mechanisms to our peripheries that allow us to react to things automatically. We don't have to try to aim at stuff or look at stuff, we just do. And all of the fact that I'm losing all my capabilities is what makes it, what breaks the immersion for me. I see less, I sense less, I feel less.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Woo! I guess that means we got them all! His wife fears that he will sacrifice themselves to this abomination. She tried to escape, and that's where we found her body. Yeah, isn't it interesting how these evil cults promising you ultimate truth and mysterious powers,
long life, immortality,
always end up turning you against your family?
What? That's ridiculous, Damon.
Looks like a page from a log from 1847.
Anyway, in third person, it's true that in real life, I don't have the ability to see over my shoulder. I'm not a camera over my shoulder that gets moved around. But being able to have your field of sense, not vision, but sense, expand outward from your presence, from your being, is how we as humans operate.
And I agree that in horror it is more immersive.
Because we can see things with all of our senses. I mean, sometimes that leads to some funny stuff, sure, but it's like losing your peripheral vision, losing your ability to not echolocate, but hear things, position things via hearing, or position things via like feeling the air. Third person gives you some extra senses, which simulate the actual senses that humans have.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is my perspective on it. You want to like first person, more power to you, but it just feels so weird to me and I hate it. But I agree that sometimes it can do something for a game. Like, it's good for shooters, I guess, but not this.
Well, it's good for me specifically because I'm more visually oriented.
You have that telescopic snapshot vision, whereas I've got like this high level of like 360 spatial awareness.
Yeah.
So these perspectives make sense because they utilize what we're good at. And when we don't have what we're good at, we feel like we've lost something.
Yeah.
Wow, doesn't that make sense or something? Okay, well shut up now.
Which is why we bless the sound design in this game.
Oh, the sound design is great. You know, I guess Cyanide Studios is sort of like this. It has a lot of really great ideas. I'll get this first. But it does kind of fail miserably sometimes.
Fuller was a crew member too. Interesting.
That makes perfect sense.
We'd be surprised by this, but we figured all this out already. Yes?
I'm just reading the description. Bigger than a whale, lots of tentacles, talking inside his crew's head. That, you know, the first thing I think of when I see something like that is, I'ma eat it!
Perhaps that's the problem.
I know I'm a picky eater, but I think we can both agree that maybe you shouldn't be eating that.
I do. If it talks, you can't eat it. I'm willing to apply that to anything, by the way.
I'm still amazed they were able to kill it and drag it home.
Ahem.
Pierce, buddy, if I unlocked it, that means I want to go through it.
I'll be lucky if it's still sharp enough.
Okay, left or right?
It mentions the Leviathan. How it drove the sailors mad.
I think we're gonna have to wheel it all the way to the left and then to the right to smash it open.
Like you said, I do feel great pity for the dang thing that did, you know...
It was kind of minding its own business, although it was probably why there weren't any fish left.
Well, of course. But they ate him, for God's sake!
They kept eating him!
While he's still alive! Did we miss page 3?
Doesn't work.
Straightforward?
Yeah, it does seem really straightforward.
Man, you know what we just need to go play?
The Return of the Obra Dinn?
Yes! Because then we just get straight to the mystery solving and the puzzles. And look, if the gameplay is good, that'd be totally different! So that's how we're doing it.
This should stop the cart from moving. This should help me get the tank swinging.
Yeah, and then we rotate it all the way back, and then we untie it, and the momentum will swing it forward.
I need something to cut the rope to release the tank against the door.
Something like a knife.
Like, this is clever, but it's just running around clicking on everything, you know?
Busy work.
Yeah. It'd be different if they really made me think of it. Okay, so I don't cut it there.
Shouldn't you?
Well, that's why I ran over here, but there we are.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
But that is clever.
Yeah, I agree.
The beast in the cave!
Oh my god. I like how they're just like, okay, which Lovecraft story can we turn into the name for an achievement?
Oh, is that what it was?
Most of these achievements are Lovecraft stories.
Page 3. Where are you?
Oh. That looks so tasty.
I'm not gonna lie. I like squid. I like seafood. I love lobster and crab.
What is that?
But it talks! I ain't eating it! It talks! Stellar larva, offspring of the earth, Leviathan is seen, feared, worshipped, and named by men. It is linked by its dreams to the one who sleeps, and will not find rest until its divine progenitor is free. Uh-oh! I don't like that part.
Oh no.
There is no greater predator on Earth, and yet this being that feeds on huge creatures will never directly attack men. It will instill fear, the dreams of Rulia, and finally madness into the minds of those it chooses to serve its designs.
Such as letting it the heck free.
Cursed are those who cross its path, and more cursed still those who hear its voice, because for them no salvation in death.
Well,
yes, sir. When I run into this, I too think, now it's time to eat some dinner.
nom nom. No.
I don't like the part about releasing he who sleeps.
Voice. You're the Leviathan.
God, like harvesting some regenerating freaking talking squid thing. It's so weird.
Sir, I'm sorry, I don't have much sanity left.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah?
Chosen one wishes.
Who is this?
The quest for truth requires sacrifice.
And it's Pierce.
There's no room for compassion.
Bull!
Who's there?
Your stubbornness, wanting to help others who would have deserted you, is a weakness.
Bull!
Fate leads us inevitably to solitude, and in one's final moments, one is always alone.
Bull! I'm just gonna keep saying that.
Escape it forever. It will always find its way.
And boy, you're sure gonna be happy if you look at it like this too.
Everything points back to the day they brought in that thing.
I mean, yeah, we kind of drew that conclusion in like, what, the first, second episode?
While the sailors
Aha!
were going insane, Fitzroy and the mutineers took over the ship and probably killed the captain.
And ate him.
I see.
If you can read that, good luck. It kind of looks like a crayfish.
Consuming the flesh gives a certain form of immortality, or at least increases lifespan. It does not bring back youth, however.
Oh.
The flesh is also responsible for the regeneration of the body and can heal almost any kind of injuries, even lost limbs. By the way,
we figured that out too.
Man, Fuller's such a great doctor, he feeds them. That's all he does. Feeds them and chops them up. Chops off their arms and feeds them more.
Well, I can certainly say that modern science certainly has advanced a lot.
Fitzroy's leg grew back in less than a week. Surprisingly, he still limps
like an octopus?
Amputee.
An amputee.
Psychological?
Probably.
Warning. Obsessive, abusive use of the regeneration properties might make the body change, becoming more similar to the creatures and less human.
Oh, you mean like I said earlier when Charles got burned?
looks like that was it. If you're excessively hurt, you become creepier, and that means that that's probably the thing that happened to a lot of the people at the Riverside Institute because of all the limb chopping off.
Yeah!
Like he might have been
torturing them.
trying to kill them. The tentacles are one of the most significant signs that the creature isn't your typical whale.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Their utility is still unknown, but it does remind us of our first visions of the god.
Because it's like a Cthulhu spawn.
This fascinating creature possesses incredible regeneration capabilities. The consumption of some parts of its body provokes various effects on humans. Again, who the heck would eat this thing? Depending on the part ingested.
Oh. You know, it's funny. When I told you if you could read this, good luck, I didn't expect you to.
A part of the creature's body is injured or even completely removed, it immediately starts healing. Right, that's how they're able to turn it into meat. After a few hours or a few days.
As if nothing ever happened.
The harpoon Hamilton stuck in the beast's brain probably explains why it can't
leave,
okay. It seems paralyzed.
Ah!
It is still conscious, but it cannot activate its defense systems or even move.
If we pull the harpoon out, it can leave.
I managed to extract the
cerebrospinal fluid
from its brain and its property. That's why there's two of us! And its properties are amazing!
I've called it...
Tabernacle? No.
In reference to the gods. So maybe
ethereal fluid. I still need to make further experiments, but it appears that when a subject receives an injection containing this fluid, us firstborns can control his mind.
Oh my!
I don't know why only us 13 can do it.
The crew members, the original crew members.
Probably because of our long exposition to the beast of our frequent consumption of its flesh, making us part Leviathan. Well, we've read almost the whole thing, about 2 to 3 times bigger than the common whale. And
we started, we might as well finish.
The fat, when boiled, makes the oil.
Uh-huh.
It can be used as typical whale oil. Its best particularity, however...
Peculiarity?
No, that's particularity.
Oh, there's particularity.
Is to allow people to visualize glimpses of this mysterious city and God we saw ourselves.
That's deficient with creative people having it consumed while sleeping. Also increases the effects.
Oh my god!
An old law.
Well. Good thing we maxed out our investigation.
Okay. Just like how we're complaining about, like, wandering around chatting up nurses as Colden and having to spend way too long doing that. Just as we're complaining about way too much explore each room in Riverside, sneaking about, dodging the folks in Riverside as Pierce. Just as we're complaining about the kind of ludicrous, overlong shooting stealth section, then we get things like that. That was great. We sat there with a dang lamp for, 10 minutes reading all that?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. But that was great.
That was amazing. Nobody made us do it. It's there.
It didn't even tell us anything we didn't already know.
It confirmed everything, and it did tell us stuff we didn't already know. They can control.
Yeah.
Control it, etc. So Hamilton was just...
They could have scavenged those whale corpses. But instead they hunted the thing that hunted them.
They were just drawn to it.
Belonging to the captain of Priscilla. The pages I found seem to be the missing ones.
Wow.
Oh, but Pierce. I'm waiting, Pierce. You better come let me out,
I gotta look at this book. Trepanation.
Oh, God.
Where you drill holes into people's skulls.
To let out the bad humors, or in this case, the madness stone.
Oh, good. That increased my medicine.
Don't worry, Cat. I'll fix you. Hold still.
Oi, dude! Okay, so really we're done? I think we've done enough in terms of getting all the information and solving all the mysteries. Yeah, okay, this seems like a good time to end. I'm gonna go hide now. Don't stare at Sarah. Got it. Weird, isn't it? In this episode, we got the good and the bad.
Yeah. Usually it's either or.
Neat, we're near the end, guys.
Wish us luck. We don't have much sanity left.
Poor Curious Pierce. Well, guess it's my fault. Nah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. In Lovecraft, curiosity killed the everything.